welcome to special edition on the 60th birth anniversary of His Majesty the 4th Trugalpo. I'm Tshering Wangmo with the program. This special segment takes a look at education policy during the reign of His Majesty the 4th Trugalpo, Tshering Wangmo. So stay with me. His Majesty had the following words to say after announcing his decision to step down from the throne. I quote, "In taking note of the progress that our nation has made over the past 34 years, I would like to state that whatever we have achieved so far is due to the merit of the people of Bhutan." His Majesty also repeatedly reminded that, I quote, "The future of the nation lies in the hands of the youth."
The bomb joda ben karisam shedibe ngachara gyakhablu tadam si zautendebe lejimbe cha shuwasen ka cheshodira anime tane bodalu ngachara gyakhabki sunchoblu nyanka darimase lokshule tyong te namra tendira beru ka cheshodi ngachara gi misesu inse lamidi kachile tendimo sawasen 뒤 남지라 베로 ngacara gyakab nalo tab mado temdo chi bawasen ngacara gyakab gi sunchop gi dalidi ngacara misegi chopbe bego teni gyankadi chopbe bego selabda kamo che chachabi che busdo bumsui dai naba ngaca shungi kompegi la kompegi siju tsamesu ngaca kara la tsagen bemidi 가게 된래 배우모 제 부스다 봄수기 된래 배 제자잡갑로 맞아 두개 갑디 다리와 학디 공패 조고 맞아 다리와 학디 가도도 기도도 배두고 네 배울래 텐데 맞아라 중 맞아라 미세 차라기 밤수기 맞아라기 리와 같이라 된 주고디라 배로 카 체쇼디 체자자비 데니 배울래 텐딩하기 제 부스터 붐수 쳄다 제로 더블을 랍도 메나 맞아 두개 갑디 록슐레 야지케루 마지케루 맞아라 미세기 라바인세 맞아라 미세기 라바인세 랍다 제초 웬테 타미수 제 나준술루 라비 데니 배울래 텐디 제 부스터 붐술루 ngacha kara katule namizami lo bom tekdebe ngacha gi chelu namizami ro bom kedo me kore ke che riri shindugi ngacha jungda gyakablu lejimbe cha shuniri namizami kache teni bole tendi ngacha ra zonka kechigi mise kara bedira peru ngata chi konle labdo zumbe ma patsawa tari naba ngacha jungi 초인데 또마베 된 남달로 제사잡기 짜겐데베 좋다 데 록슐레 카 체쇼디 제 bom조다벤 제 리리신두기 마자라 gyakablu karisам데베 타담시 싸우텐데베 레짐베 차슈니디 남메사미 카체메.
Bhutan has witnessed spectacular progress in the education sector under the reign of His Majesty the 4th Trugalpo. Before we move on with the educational development activities under His Majesty's 34 years of reign, I have the Director of the Center for Bhutan Studies, Dasho Karmora, talking about His Majesty's schooling and education.
His Majesty was tutored first in traditional learning, leadership, court disciplines, and in Western education. He was educated in our country, then later on in Darjeeling, and finally in England. So you could say that it was a very wholesome and very diversified education. But then he could not go on studying abroad because his father, His Majesty Jimmy Dorji Wangchu, wanted him near to be apprenticed in governance, which is far more important than straightforward studies in schools and university. So he was invited back to the country, and the last phase of his formal education, alongside practice in governance, was done in Paro Wangchuk Academy.
In 1947, when His Majesty ascended to the throne, only 14,000 students were enrolled in school. There were no degree college. The number of the education institutes increased to more than 243 primary and community schools, 44 junior high schools, 18 high schools, and a range of other institutions that provide secondary and tertiary education, technical, managerial, and vocational training. There are more than 100,000 children attending school today. To talk more on the education policy during His Majesty the Fourth Drukgyalpo's reign, I have the former Education Minister Thakur Singh Patil.
In the earlier years, we didn't even have a national education policy, but it was His Majesty the Fourth King who decided that a nation must have its own educational policy. So he commanded that there ought to be a national education policy. The first national education policy was drafted in the country during the reign of His Majesty the Fourth King. His Majesty also decided that we must have our own national curriculum and national teacher education facilities, and also build infrastructure. So across the country we built a lot of infrastructure, schools and training institutions to educate our people, it during the reign of His Majesty the Fourth King. His Majesty also thought that Bhutanese people must meet and interact with each other. People from the east must know who all are there in the south. Similarly, people in the south and other regions must travel across to other regions and interact with each other. That way we would be able to understand each other better, develop harmony and unity. So that national integration policy, by sending students from the south to the east, students from the east to the south, or from other regions to different parts of the country, helped Bhutan and the Bhutanese people to know each other better, and that is very important in the building of national unity. His Majesty also felt that simply being educated and having many degrees was not important. What was important was how people think about the country, what kind of values, what kind of attitudes they have towards the country. That is more important than having many degrees and high qualifications. So His Majesty Fourth King had profound ideas about education, and he thought that education must be an instrument to build national capacity, national confidence, and national pride.
Along with the education policy, if you could also share with us about the education infrastructure development during His Majesty the Fourth Drukgyalpo's reign, sir.
The national education policy and the national curriculum that were drafted had to be implemented, and to implement those policies and programs, we needed to build infrastructure in the country. So His Majesty commanded that schools should be built across the Dzongkhaks. Training institutions for teachers would have to be also set up, and our people had to be sent for training both within the country as well as outside the country. And we built our first national university during the reign of His Majesty the Fourth King. We built several training institutions like the Samchi College of Education, Paro College of Education. We upgraded and had our first degree awarding college in the country, that was Sherapji College. And His Majesty was deeply concerned about cultural values. So it was during the reign of His Majesty that initiatives were taken to preserve and promote our Bhutanese culture. His Majesty took special care of our natural environment. So all these preservation of our cultural values, conservation of our natural resources, as well as building educational infrastructure across the country, help Bhutan to take care of its own destiny.
In the past, there used to be a Hindi session in our education curriculum, but now there's no more. So what do we have to say about the change? Do you have anything to say about the change that has taken place now?
In the past, we didn't even have a national curriculum, and a lot of our teachers would travel to Bhutan and bring in their own curriculum. But a country needs to decide its own educational destiny. So His Majesty the Fourth King believed that Bhutan, as a sovereign independent country, would have to have its own educational vision, and that vision was translated into policies and programs which were supported by building of a lot of resources and infrastructure. So His Majesty actually took education as a very powerful and necessary instrument in building the capacity of the country, capacity of the people, but at the same time use it as an instrument to develop national capacity and national pride.
Since the inception of the profound education policy by His Majesty the Fourth Trukyalpola, Bhutan saw a huge positive change. But with change of time, do you think there's a lot more to do in the education field?
Educational curriculum would have to keep pace with the changing times. So a curriculum that is built 15-20 years ago would have served its purpose, but today's needs are different. So to meet the changing needs of the times, we have to also continuously review and revise the curriculum. So that's what the Department of Curriculum Development under the Ministry of Education is doing today. It is important for the curriculum to keep pace with the changing times. So it is in this light that the Ministry of Education has to keep abreast of what is happening in different disciplines across the country as well as beyond Bhutan, and bring in the latest innovations in the different subjects through the curriculum.
Finally, sir, if you have any dedications, prayers or wishes to His Majesty on his 60th birth anniversary?
On the joyous occasion of the celebration of His Majesty, our Drukgyalpo Jigme Singye Wangchuk's 60th birth anniversary, I would like to offer my sacred prayers and good wishes. I would like to offer my deep and sacred prayers and good wishes to His Majesty the King for Drukgyalpo's long life, good health and happiness always.
The next person I have is the first woman minister of Bhutan, Limpo Dorji Chuden. She shares her personal and practical experiences where she says education as the biggest legacy of happiness that the fourth king has left behind.
Very special year this year because we are celebrating and we are paying tribute to our fourth king who has, during his reign, brought this country to this level. A secure, traditional, modern state, stable, and at the same time very progressive. And soon we are going to graduate from a least developed country to a medium income country. I only want to share my very personal and practical experience, legacy of happiness. And I say this because I did my schooling in 1970s. And I come from a very remote part of the country in the east, big family, and you have to walk 2 days to reach your home. And I completed my school and I pursued my engineering degree. And engineering then was not even a girl's choice of profession. And the point I'm driving at is in 1970s, that gender equality was consciously there in our policy. And I want to believe that where I am is because of education. And I want to say that education has come a long way. And it's the biggest, I feel, that legacy of happiness that fourth king has left behind. We have come from a time when putting children to school was resisted by parents, and they would even bribe those who are looking out for children to put them to school, to a time now where even a farmer, a poor farmer, is ready to sell their properties now, put the children into school. So we have come a long way, and I truly feel that education is one biggest legacy of happiness.
11th of November is also observed as the Children's Day here in the country. Once again, I had the former Education Minister Thakur Singh Patil on the significance of the Children's Day coinciding with His Majesty's birth anniversary.
The special significance of observing the 11th of November as Children's Day is an affirmation of the preciousness of children that we as a country believe in. As small as we are as a nation and as a people, our biggest wealth in the country, as our kings have always said, are our people. And our children are the most precious segment of our population. They carry the hopes and dreams of our future. Our children are going to be the next generation of leaders for the 21st century Bhutan. That is why the celebration of Children's Day presents a special significance to all of us Bhutanese to wish our children the very best of luck in their studies, in their life, as well as in
their future. Today we offer our deep gratitude to all our beloved kings, and particularly His Majesty, our fourth king, who has been the source of great developments and far-sighted vision of our country. It is also an occasion for us to offer our prayers and good wishes to our beloved king. On Children's Day, I would like to offer deep gratitude to the children of Bhutan, each one of them, for the goodness and for the joy that all of you carry as part of the splendor and the goodness of our country. You carry our dreams for the future, and in you we see the splendor and the goodness of our country. It is my wish and my prayer that each one of you will be able to flower and bloom and blossom in your life and in your work. I'd like to wish each one of you, the children of Bhutan, my very hearty Tashidele.
11th of November is also celebrated as the Constitution Day here in the country to pay tribute to His Majesty the 4th Regalbo, the father of the Constitution. Well, that's all I have for you. Do join me again for yet another special edition on the 60th birth anniversary of His Majesty the 4th Regalbo Tshering Wangmo. I'm Tshering Wangmo signing out for now, and thank you for tuning in.